Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And right now, Fear the Walking Dead, Madison returning. What are some 8 storylines that could possibly be done for Madison's return?
Yeah, guys. So we picked up this article. This is an article from Screen Rant, and they actually picked up some stuff from some Reddit users about 8 theories of how Madison will come back, according to these Reddit users. So we're going to go through some of these. We kind of already mentioned maybe 1 or 2 of these in the previous episodes that we've done, but we're going to get some ideas of what other fans think of how she could return. So, number 1, she was captured by CRM.
No.
I don't think that would work.
CRM doesn't let people go.
Yeah, they don't let people go. If you happen to escape, they may come after you. You know, what we've seen from Al.
Reclamation team.
Yeah. So they may do that, but it
doesn't fit.
She's been gone a year and a half, roughly, and they didn't really have a base in Texas. They had, different drop points, but not really a base to hold you in. So yeah, I don't really see that theory.
I'm not buying that at all.
No, not really. She is Padre, or is there? I love that term. She is Padre.
This is one of probably the most likely ones to happen.
Yeah.
This is what Jarrell and I have kind of talked about, that she will at some point have a settlement. Now then, because we were talking about this, we've been talking about Madison returning for over a year. Actually, probably since she's been off the show.
Yeah.
And we've mentioned before that there's going to be that moment where Madison rescues people, or it's just in her nature to do.
Yeah, it's in her nature to have a community, kind of basically getting back to what she wanted at the stadium. I love that. Yes, we know that Padre did technically kind of exist in a sense of it was a top secret project, but we don't know if it ever panned out.
But so was Alexandria.
Yeah. So maybe Madison, just names it Padre, not just because of this, but she just names it Padre for whatever reason. And I just love the term "she is Padre," or is there. And I think that's probably the best scenario for now that could work with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Her re-intro will be via a flashback episode. Oh God, I hope not.
Meaning they're only going to bring her on for a flashback.
No,
between her and Alicia, and then that's it.
No, for sure.
She's already reprising her role.
Yeah. Chambliss has already said it's not a flashback. She's in the show,
yeah,
so
she's reprising her role. Right. So she's going to continue being Madison on Fear the Walking Dead.
So they could do a flashback showing maybe how she escaped, the stadium.
Yeah,
definitely do that. And will she have any burn marks on her? So there's an awesome guy on Twitter and Instagram, Johnny's 5 Alive. Definitely go check him out. We've tweeted a bunch of his pictures, and he did some fan art of what Madison could look like. There's one where she has just one side of her face is almost like Two-Face. Almost like Two-Face from Batman. I think that would be a little extreme. He recently released one where she's looking at Strand and a little bit of burn marks on her face. That could work.
That one looks nice.
Yeah, just to have something that she had to escape the fires, because that fire was getting bigger as she was standing there. Yeah. She had to get out of there. But you can show something in a flashback, just kind of, but yeah, that won't be her return because they've already confirmed she's a recurring character. Oh my God. She kills Charlie.
So that's been on my bucket list for quite some time now, for Charlie to die.
I will dice you into 1,000,000 little pieces and put those pieces in a box, a glass box, that I will display on my mantle.
So I am all on board for that. But yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. So here's what the Redditor says. He says, Redditor has come up with a detailed theory involves Morgan getting bit, turning, and getting shot right before he bites Alicia, followed by Charlie being shot with some choice words from the mysterious shooter. This is for Nick, you little bitch. And then the hooded shooter reveals to be Madison.
Here's the problem with that.
Yeah, that's too brutal.
Madison does not know that Charlie killed Nick. The only way she's going to know about that is if Alicia tells him. And you could probably make an argument to save Charlie. Alicia would never tell her mother who killed Nick. Unless
Charlie does it herself, like she goes and tells her what happened herself. But I don't think Madison would kill her. If she's still alive, and if Charlie's still alive, then Madison will know that, okay, Alicia didn't kill her for whatever reason. She probably would have, but she didn't, so I won't.
Yeah,
I don't think she'd kill her. No. I mean, I know she's not the most likable character, Charlie, but I don't think Madison would kill her.
She had take away the son-mother aspect. She had a bond with Nick like other person.
Oh, for sure.
It was her son, okay, but she didn't want to give up on Nick. She never wanted to give up on Nick.
Yeah.
And it was I don't see how she wouldn't kill Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see her doing it.
I do.
Anybody who's not a fan of Charlie definitely would probably want to see it happen.
All right.
The next one, she's already been looking for them. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like you would think that maybe she's gotten word that they've been around. I mean, the area of Texas has been all over the place, and maybe because they were in Tanktown was in Dallas, Lawton was actually in Oklahoma. They've been in the Austin area. So I mean, they've been all over the place. So maybe that she picked up a radio and she's been hearing the chatter, and she heard a voice that sounds like Matt, or sounds like Alicia, and she
saw a box on the side of the road.
Yeah, she's trying to find them, and she just hasn't been able to. So that kind of makes sense too.
There is not a scenario where Madison would not look for Alicia and Nick, because keep in mind she still thinks that Nick's out there. I keep saying that because I'm fairly certain that's the case, that she doesn't know Nick's dead.
Man, we'll have to wait and see, but it just depends on how she would start trying to find them. How would she get any tips of where they were? Maybe a radio transmission. I don't know.
Do you remember, was Nick at the stadium?
Yeah,
when it was burning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was in the car with Alicia as they were driving away.
So there you go. So no, she doesn't know he's dead.
Doesn't know he's dead unless she finds out some other way. Maybe she comes across one of the truck stops and she watches one of the videos. Well, I don't know if Alicia actually said it in any of the videos.
That's something they would talk about.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's just go on the theory.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say maybe she was trying to find them through the videos that they were leaving in the truck stop.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said a box on the side of the road. But let's just go upon the assumption that Nick is, in her mind, still alive. Mm-hmm. She's never going to give up looking for them. So of course she's always going to look for them.
Right. And then also maybe the tree that she painted with Wes. Well, maybe she could, but yeah, it's going to be hard for her to really track them down. But it like you said, she would definitely not stop looking for them, knowing that they're alive.
Yep.
So we'll have to wait and see how they write that in there. She will stop the fight between Strand and Alicia.
This is interesting. So let's assume this is right. The reason why it would be right is because Madison's not going to know the evil that Strand did. So to Madison coming in and seeing this war happening, it's going to be her saying, what's going on? We need to stop this. We need to live for us, not for us wanting to kill each other.
Right.
Let's make peace. That would be the situation.
Like, yeah, Strand, if you want to have your own community, but don't be a freaking psycho about it.
It's too late for that, though.
Yeah, it is, man.
He put
the painting back on the wall after it's been burnt. I mean,
to me, he was. To me, I think one of our subscribers had said this, but he was a villain the minute he killed Will.
Yeah, I remember we did that video and it was like, is Strand a villain now? And a lot of people said, well, wasn't he a villain when he killed Will? And I was like, yeah, kind
of. I think he was, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
He
killed in cold blood for the purpose of getting back at Alicia.
When he knew Alicia knew this person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She found an abandoned cabin. So basically this theory is kind of in a way of paying homage to John Dory. Not to say that she was in John Dory's cabin, but maybe she just found a cabin and is just living alone in isolation for a time. Just trying to reflect on what she did, saving her kids, how she may never find them. I don't see Madison doing that.
No,
she's not the type of person to just bunker down and not do anything.
She is the take action type of person.
Yeah.
She's the go-getter, right? Mm-hmm. She is the strong woman type. It's not like her just to hunker down in a cabin and not do anything.
No, not at all. You could say maybe after getting away from the stadium, running away from the walkers, maybe she was burnt a little bit. Maybe she found somewhere just to lay low just for a little while and recuperate. But once she recuperates, she's going to be on that road looking for them.
Yeah,
100%. So, All right, guys, the last one, and we've kind of covered this already. Alicia will die just as she returns.
Stupid.
Better freaking hope not.
Stupid.
Because I will be extremely upset if that happens.
Because this again goes back to the Nick thing. She's not. She's gonna find out that Nick passed away, and now she's going to lose her daughter. Just
trash.
Dude, that would be terrible.
Be terrible.
There's only one way that is acceptable, and that is obviously if the writers had no choice, and Alicia Dunham Carey wants to leave. Yeah. There's no way around that. And then at that point, here's my question: does she take Charlie under her wing? Excuse me, as like an adopted daughter
after killing her son?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting though, because like from the relationship they had at the stadium, I mean, Madison was kind of having a mothery type relationship with Charlie, and then when she found out what Charlie did at the end, of course that was backstabbing, and then to learn that she killed Nick and she loses Alicia, would she kind of be the mothery role to Charlie? I think if Alicia dies, I think Charlie would be a mess. I think Charlie would probably want to die.
I think so too,
because she probably feel like I've ruined your entire. Not that Alicia dying is her fault, but she would feel that pain of your daughter let me live after what I did, and I think she would just
and Alicia was a sign of strength for Charlie.
Yes, indeed.
So losing that, I mean,
there just hasn't been much with their character story with
Charlie's
Charlie, at all, and I don't know where they're gonna go with it. So,
bullet to the head.
This is for Nick, you little that's a little too harsh.
No, but I think that
some good theories though. Some good ones.
It's good theories. That last one, I don't see it happening.
I hope it doesn't happen.
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I think I agree with them where
she's Padre.
She's Padre. She was looking for them for a time until she came across maybe the settlement and she began building it and become Padre of what it is. The CRM aspect, no. Would it be cool if she came in contact with one of them? Sure, why not? Maybe she came in contact with Isabel and Bennett or Beckett, whatever his name was, maybe early on before she met our group. That'd been cool. We know she met Al beforehand. That was after the dam that she met Al before she got the stadium. So, I mean, her return is going to be epic.
It is.
However way they do it.
Should we give them what we think the return is going to be like that you and I talked about with someone else in the pic?
Yeah,
she's going to open the doors of Padres, right?
Yep.
And Alicia's going to be, it's Padre. And Troy's going to be right behind her.
Yeah, dude. Madison opens the gates of Padre, and guess who else is there? Troy.
Troy's her right-hand man and he's running her military.
He survived getting hit in the head with a hammer
and
the dam exploding on top of him.
Or was it Nick?
It was Madison.
Yeah.
And the dam exploding on top of him seconds later. He survived. He didn't drown.
For Drell and I, that would be absolutely amazing.
That'd be lazy. We love Troy.
Yeah.
We miss Troy so much.
But you're only going to bring one character back.
One character back. Actually, what would be awesome? If it was Madison and the Indian guy.
Teotihuacan?
Walker, basically. It would be Walker's there along with... it wasn't T-Dog, but it was something else. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either.
You know what I'm saying?
The only reason why
That'd
I say Troy
cool.
is like Troy reminds me of like the lost puppy, right? Like he blindly will follow Madison no matter what, whether she tried to kill him or not.
Yeah, he was infatuated with her.
Yeah. And that's what makes a good soldier.
Yeah, well, good soldier and a psychopath. You never know what he's going to do.
He was a psychopath.
You never know what he's going to do.
But an awesome one.
He was an awesome kid, yeah. So yeah, guys, that was some really good theories. A couple of these I think will be the ones of how she will return. Cannot wait to see what they do. Stay tuned when they do release the titles and synopsis. Maybe they will try to not spoil it in there.
Maybe it's all of them, dude.
What?
She leaves the stadium and goes to a cabin, right?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. She then decides to leave the cabin and look for her children. She then, along the way, finds Padre.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia comes to the gates. She sees Charlie and pops a cap in Charlie. That's 4 of them right there in one storyline.
As you can tell, Josh wants Charlie gone.
Yes.
So, yeah, let us know what you think of the theories, guys. Stay tuned. We'll definitely do more videos on these. And we're so glad for Madison, for Kim Dickens and Madison's return. Cannot wait. So make sure you smash the like button if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new. Stay tuned for more. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation. We're out.